And the new legislative session begins next week, and action on gun violence is expected to be one of the top priorities.
Today, mental health professionals, community leaders, and survivors demanded a ban on assault weapons. Ian Russell joins us now live from the Capitol.
They really focused on high-capacity magazines and assault-style weapons. This, of course, in the wake of things that happened last summer, including the political assassination of Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and the attack on Annunciation. Now, there were several people who spoke who shared their experience and called for action, and that included two parents from Annunciation.
I'm so grateful for each of you showing up here today to say enough.
Lawmakers may not be at the Capitol just yet.
We cannot fix gun violence solely by mental health interventions.
But issues they'll focus on this session are here already, including major topics with ripple effects across our state.
My 8-year-old daughter Lila is a 3rd grader at Annunciation Catholic School.
Gun violence and prevention is expected to be heavily discussed during session in the wake of the attack on Annunciation that killed 2 students and the assassination of Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and her husband.
Our children are listening as we stand and debate the political intricacies that are allowing guns to have more political standing than them.
2 parents of children at Annunciation School say there has to be change surrounding guns in Minnesota.
A large bullet fragment embedded into the left side of her neck. In addition to this, multiple bullet fragments lodged into her head. It's our responsibility to break the cycle and ensure that it does not continue to repeat, as it has for too damn long.
An assault weapons ban is unlikely to pass, though, especially in the House, where Republicans have a tie. Senate Republicans are also opposed.
This isn't a place where we can just point to one thing and say that's the problem. This is something that we need to have a larger conversation on.
Calls for action as the session draws closer, with much discussion ahead.
We have the solemn responsibility and the moral obligation to fight for children across America to ensure that no other child faces this same fate. We cannot and we must not fail them.
Now, a spokesperson for the Senate Republicans tells me that their position has remained unchanged since a working group this past summer. They tell me instead they're focusing on school safety and mental health funding rather than a ban. Back to you.
All right, Ian, thank you. Also at the Capitol today, we got a chance to observe the new weapons screening process ahead of that legislative session. So visitors can expect to pass through a system that distinguishes threats from common items, say like a phone or keys. Capitol officials say that this takes just seconds. X-ray machines will also screen bags, briefcases, and other items that you might carry. And there are also protocols for people with a valid permit to carry.
Developing